Hi guys, welcome to the channel. So in this SQL interview question series, we are going to see 50 questions in this series. So so if you want to be master in the SQL, so you can solve this first 50 questions. So you will able to understand all the concepts. So what we are going to do in this 50 SQL question series, so we will have 5 sections. So if you go to our Excel file, I have prepared. Basically, I have created the 5 sections. So we will have a basic SQL, joins, and aggregates and groups, and we have subquery, and then we have window function. So I have taken this 5 topics, and then I have created the 50 questions. So we are going to solve all these questions based on the each concept in the SQL. So if you solve this 50 questions, you will be master in the SQL. So you can able to solve any question in SQL. So that's the way we are going to solve this problem. So in this first part, we are going to see the basic SQL question. So we will have each section will have 10 questions. So let's go to the table first, and then I will explain in this video, and then we are going to use this table for upcoming all the series. So in this first, we have a employee table. So in this employee table, we have a employee ID, employee name, for department ID, manager ID, salary, and hiring date. So we have a sample data, and also we have a in the department ID. So we have a department ID and department name we have. And if you go to the sales table, so in this we have a sales ID, employee ID, product ID, quantity, and sales date. So we have a product table. So in this product table we have a product ID, product name, category, and price. So we have a sample data in this table. So we are going to use this 4 table. We are going to solve this 50 questions to become a master in the SQL. So basically, if you solve this 50 question, I will make sure you will know all the concept in the SQL series, so you can able to solve any of the interview questions. So that's why we are going to prepare for this 50 questions. It has been prepared in that way. So let's see, take the from the basic we will go, and then each group will have a it if you solve each section, you will be master in the SQL. So each section will be a harder level will be increased step by step. So you will able to become a master in the SQL. So in this video, we are going to see a, basic SQL. So yeah, first topic is a basic SQL. So fetch, first question is fetch all the employee. So before going to that questions, so I am using this SQLite online tool. I hope you might see in the previous videos as well. So you are able to understand this tool, right? It's a online tool, so you can run the SQL query. So you don't need to install any application on your local. So you can create, I have created the 4 table as we saw in the Excel file. So I have created the 4 tables: departments, employees, products, and sales. I have loaded the same data into the table as well. So just I will run the select star from employee. So we will get the employee details. Right. So let's go to the first one. So fetch all employee. So what is the fetch employee, all the employee? So you want to fetch all the employee details. So then we can use select star from employee. So you might think these are all very basic. Yes, we are starting from very basic, and then we will see the very complicated question as well. So the first thing is fetch all the employees. So select and specify star to see all the columns and from employees table. So from the employees table we saw the all the records. This is the first question. So this is the basic one. So yeah, we solved it. Let's go to the second one. So now the requirement is select the employee name and salaries. So we want to select the employee name and salaries, right? So the you need to specify the column. So we need to start with select. So and employee name and column, comma, and you need to select the salary column. So you, as per our requirement, we want to select the employee name and salary from the employees table. This is the syntax. So if you run the query, we will get that result as per our requirement. So let's go to the third question. Fetch the employee who where the manager ID is not null. So now we need to filter that records. So let's go to the previous to fetch all the employees. So select star from employees. So now that requirement is where that manager ID is null. So not null. So we don't want the manager ID who is not assigned with manager ID. So we don't want to see that employee. So where is that who have that assigned that manager ID? We want to see those employees. So the condition is we need to filter the records. So filter the records we can use where condition. Where, so which column you want to filter? So based on the which column? So manager ID is the column. So what is the syntax? We don't want to see the null values, right? Is not null. So this is the syntax. Is not null. So if you run the query, we will get that records. Who have assigned with manager ID, we will get that records. We filter the records as per our requirement. Let's go to the fourth one. Count the employee in department ID 3. Okay. So let's see the employee table once again. So to fetch all the employees, select star from employee. So now we want to see only the department ID is 3 and we need to count that employees. To count that employee, so we can use count, okay, count count. So this is the syntax aggregate function to count the employee counts. So where you, if you specify star, so it will include the null values as well. So if you have a if you have null values in the column as well, so in this row it will count that records. So we want to count all the employees. So where the filtering is, we need to where the department ID is ID, okay, department ID equal to 3. So that's a requirement, right? So just if you run the query, we will get that count. So we have a 2 employees in this count. So where the department ID, we have a 3. In this department ID, we have a 2 employees. So we solve the fourth question. Let's go to the fifth question. Fetch the distinct department ID in employee table. Okay, let's see the employee table again. To fetch all the columns, select star from employee table. So run the query. So now you want to find out the fetch distinct employee ID in distinct department ID in the employment table. So you want to know the distinct department, right? So we can have a distinct function if you want to find out the distinct value. So select distinct and column name is department ID. So right. So to select distinct department ID, we will get that requirements. So we get 1, 2, 3 and null. This is all the distinct value in the employee table. So sort the employees by salary in descending. So now that we want to sort the records in the descending based on the salary. So select star from employee because we want to see all the columns. So now order by salary. So what is the syntax for ordering? Order by salary and condition, whether in descending or ascending. So we want descending, DASC. This is the same. In by default, it will be order by will be ascending order. So now that maximum salary will shown on the top. So as per our requirement, we sorted the records. So we solved the sixth question. Let's go to the seventh one. Select top 3 highest paid salary. Now we sorted the records. Now we want to sort only the, we need to select only the 3 records. We have a function called limit. So if you specify the column, so only we will select those columns. So from the top we want to select only 3. So we selected the 3. So top 3 highest paid salary, right? So we just need to be order the salary in descending. So the top salary will come in the top. So now that we want to select only the first three, so we can use limit. So limit 3, it will only show 3 records. So we solve the seventh problem. Let's go to the eighth one. Retrieve the all the employee whose salary is between 17,000 and 19,000. We need to filter the records. So filter the records, we have to use where. So and what is the column name you want to, based on the column you want to filter the salary, right? Salary, who is salary is between 17,000 to 19,000, inclusive 17,000 and 90,000. So we have a between operator, right, to specify the column. So we have a 70,000 and 90,000. So yeah, if you run the query, so we will get that requirement. So we solve the eighth one, right? So we can able to solve in different way. Instead of between, we can say uh, equal, greater than or equal to, right? So greater than or equal to, and we can say again, and we need to, and it should be between lesser than or equal to, right? So if it's both condition true, we will get the same record. So if you run the query, we will get the same records. So that same problem we can able to solve in the multiple way. So that's where I am showing how we solved using the without between operator. We can use greater than or equal to, with uncondition we can able to solve that problem. Okay, let's go to ninth one. Filter the employee where the department ID is 1. So we need to just filter that records. So where the department ID is 1. Okay, let's to filter the records, what we have to use where. So where select star from employee, where we which column, based on the column we want to filters. So department ID filter which department ID 1. We want to show only the department ID 1 records. So if you run the query, we got the result. As per our requirement, we solve the problems. So let's go to the last one. Fetch all the employees where the employee name starts with A. So okay, so we need to filter the records where that employee name start with A. So after A we can have any character. So that means we have a, operator, right? We have a filtering. So we can use the percentage or underscore, right? So percentage means any character. First in underscore means we can able to use only one operator, right? So in this where, so which column, based on the column you want to filter the records, select star from employee where. So employee name like. So which operator we need to use like, because like to specify the operator. So in the first name should be start with A, and we can have any character after percentage, right? So yeah, if you run the query now, oh sorry, it should be single quote. Yeah, so if you run the query, so we got the result. Now we I have another, we will give more complex to the thing. So we can find any letter A, or it start with S as well. So now we have to select another records, right? So who is starting with S. So then we have to or, because we need to show any one condition is true, we have to show that employee counts. So employee name and like, so where it should start with yes, right? Single quote, yes, percentage and single quote. Oh, sorry. So if you run the query, as per our requirement, it met the condition, and then we solved the problem. So why we used or instead of and. So if it's any one condition, we need to show that records. If it's both condition true, show that records. So that's the reason we are using or condition here. So I hope you are able to solve this problem 50 questions. So if you know the answers, if you are able to solve this problem, just you can pause the video. So in the starting of the session, so you can, if you know the answer, just write it in the comment box. So if you like this video, please subscribe and share it with your friends. So we will solve the other joins and very critical questions in the next session. So stay tuned for the next video. Yeah, we will see you in the part 2 session. So thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.